Let me tell you something about Robinhood, Jason. It's where you can invest stock options, ETFs, right from your phone. You can even spend and earn interest on uninvested cash. It's pretty incredible. And with fractional shares, you can buy stocks in any amount, including companies like Apple, Amazon, and Tesla for as little as $1. Let me tell you about my investment. Remember when I said I invested $1 million into Tesla?
Yeah.
And it was like the worst idea. I invested I think around 300. The stock was at 300. And I pulled out 4 months later because the stock was so bad. I pulled out just when it got back up and I broke even. So
Right.
I made $8,000.
Right.
But if I would have held on to it till now, I would have made a little over, I think $700,000 on that stock. Isn't that crazy? But I just got scared. So I sold it quickly and only made $8,000. That's ridiculous. And I had this whole video idea planned where I would spend all the money.
Oh, that sucks. Well, why don't you get back to the ad?
Anyway, and with no commission fees or account minimums, it's really an incredible way to buy stocks. So whether you're new to investing and ready to learn or just looking for a better experience, stop waiting and join the 10 million Robinhood users. Listeners can get started with a free stock by going to views.robinhood.com. All investments involve risk. This is not investment advice, a recommendation, or a solicitation of any security. Other fees may apply. Visit rbnhd.co/fees. The free stock program is subject to certain limitations. Annual percentage yield on uninvested cash is paid by program banks and is variable. Robinhood Financial is not a bank. What's up, guys? Welcome back to Views. On today's podcast, we have Natalie here. We have Jason and Natalie's mom,
Yo.
a.k.a. Jason's love affair. I don't know what's going on between those two.
Yeah. Well,
Yep. Jason's like, yep.
Yep, I don't know either.
They're good.
Every
Someone's
time,
jealous,
every
I
time
guess.
you two are in a room together, it's like sparks flying.
Listen, she's a very attractive lady. I know that she lives in a trailer by choice. and I respect that.
Okay, let's clear this up.
Not just a trailer. David, she doesn't live in a trailer. It's a trailer by choice. Okay?
Okay, so you live in a trailer.
I did live in an RV.
Okay, but Jason likes to pick at you and say it's a trailer.
No, I'm just kidding around. I seen your trailer. One time we were in
It's
the...
pretty dope, isn't it?
Hey,
yeah, it's really good.
Hey, guys.
She wouldn't let me film it. You know
Hey,
what she said?
before you guys bond anymore,
What?
before we start the California fires with all these sparks flying,
Sure.
let's roll the intro music. Cool, thank you. So, Natalie's mom, you want to introduce yourself real quick before we start?
Hi, I'm Natalie's mom.
Okay. What are you eating? Like you
Yeah,
have
you
something
can't
in
be
your
eating
mouth
when
and
you're
it's
on
freaking me out.
podcast.
What do you have in your mouth?
Molly.
Is that acid? What is that?
My mother, contrary to the belief in this room, my mother is not on fucking drugs 24/7. Okay.
Well,
David's favorite jokes are Gen crack jokes. He loves to make jokes about how
Oh,
you're
so
on
I'm trailer
crack.
trash and a crackhead.
I never bring up the trailer ever. I never brought up the trailer.
Just the crack.
Just the crack.
Just the crack. The crack, I will stand by those jokes. That is 100% me. I love making jokes about you being on crack.
She doesn't do crack. She just parks her trailer next to people who do crack. Right?
Okay.
And that's when you heard the gunshots in New Orleans.
That was in New Orleans.
Yeah, maybe don't park the fucking trailer
I
in the
wasn't
bad part
doing
of
the
New
crack.
Orleans.
Did I tell you about the night that I woke up?
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there was people doing crack, or not crack, it was coke, I guess, but literally
I just
right
made the motion for Natalie's
out the
mom
window.
to bring the mic closer to her mouth, and it was like I was telling her to suck dick.
Okay, Mom, relax.
Oh, Natalie's mom just pretended the mic was a dick. And Natalie just goes, relax, mom.
You gotta get rid of the Jolly Rancher,
Yeah,
John.
I don't know what is
Number
in your
one, it
mouth.
doesn't sound good, and number two, it looks like you're fucking stoned. You're gonna
It
choke
looks
on it.
so scary.
Yeah, here, give it to me.
Oh, he's going to put it in his
No.
mouth.
Give me the Jolly Rancher.
No,
Put it down.
Give me your acid-laced Jolly Rancher.
no.
What is that?
She won't give it up. Well, this is a real window into Natalie right now.
So I don't have a coughing attack.
You know, it's funny. My mom and I sat in the car the other day as I picked her up yesterday from LAX, and she was like, I don't know why you turned out the way you did. Like, is it me? And I was like, Mom,
You guys are so
Wait,
similar.
did I really say that?
Yeah, we were talking about, why I turned out the way I am and what the causes are, because everybody turns out the way they are because of something that happened. Like, in
You
their
guys are
childhood
always
and whatnot.
bickering. You
You
guys
think
are
they're
always.
similar?
I think they're
I think they're polar opposites.
Really?
Natalie?
Yes.
No, I think they are
What?
the exact same.
Really?
I think Natalie's literally turning into her mother.
Natalie's
Well,
like,
we all turn into our mothers eventually, supposedly.
Yeah, Natalie's like almost there. Natalie's 3 crack pipes for me.
Okay,
do you think David will turn into his mother?
No, he's already turning into
He's
his
his
father.
dad,
He
like,
is, you are
to the
literally
T.
Paulo.
Oh wow, am I my dad? Is it because I whistle a lot?
His dad's really cool though.
No.
No.
Is he?
You mean Mr.
Paolo?
King of Slovakia?
His dad's really cool. I think
You don't think my dad's cool?
way cooler than David.
You don't think my dad's cool?
Paulo on paper, Paulo's way cooler than David.
On paper, my dad's cool. To me, he's not because he's my dad, but on paper, he is a cool dad, right?
No, he's like really
he
cool.
dresses way better than you do.
Yeah,
Okay.
he dresses good. He exercises. He bikes. He's into photography.
Yeah,
He like got to this country. Well, the rest of us just were lucky to be born here.
sure. I
Not
agree.
you,
He's
David.
cool.
He's
Tell
really
me more
cool.
about your relationship with Natalie. Listen, this isn't a podcast for mimes.
I'm sorry, I'm shy.
No, you're
Why?
okay.
You're
No.
literally we're just talking.
I know. I mean, like that's so open ended.
It is open ended. Let me be a little bit more specific.
Yes, please.
Natalie, what was your thought process when Natalie said she was moving to LA?
No fucking way.
Oh yeah.
Well, she had one more year of college to go. She came back. I tell the story all the time. It was junior year, before senior year. She came out to visit you. You had just bought this house, and they came out to help you decorate and stuff. And so she came back, and she's like, "Mom, I got some news." And I'm like, "Okay, what?" And she's like, "I want to move out to LA." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And she's like, "No, like now." And I'm like, I don't think so.
Is that what I said? I was like, right now, let's do it.
Sounds like
Yeah,
somebody
you
was
like
in love.
you wanted
Sounds
to
like
drop
I was really
out of
eager. I
college.
feel like I always paint this story like David had to beg me and drag me
Yeah.
out here. And I went home and I was like, Mom, let's go.
Natalie paints it
No.
like I dragged her to LA.
So we came up with like a really good plan.
That you would come and visit way too much.
I thought you were the one person in the blog squad that was happy when I came to visit. I was like, when you coming back? How long you here?
I'm so happy when you're
No,
here.
we're happy to have you.
Finally someone my age around
Really,
here.
we're happy to have you. Should we just preview the conversations we had leading up to these days?
Listen.
Where I was like, hey, Dave, my mom's coming to town again. And he was like,
Oh fuck!
Natalie, are you
Time out.
serious?
Time out. When anybody says their mother's coming, I go, "Are you fucking serious?"
Yeah,
but
that's true.
But then when your mom gets here, I have literally no problem with her. I think she's really funny, especially your
We
mom.
all
with,
get along pretty good.
Huh?
She's pretty. I said we all get along pretty good.
Yeah, we get along really
cool.
well. The time I remember like the most is it was like you were here like 4 months ago. Yeah, we all got high, and that was like
No, we didn't.
Oh yeah, we did it. No, we got high, and we rarely get high. But Natalie's mom was in town.
Hi, this is Megan, David's
Oh, you
publicist.
talking about
Really
when you
quick,
got high
David did not
before
get
I
high.
came?
Oh, we were
Or the time when we all got high.
Sorry, I'm not painting you in the best light. Since Natalie's mom was in town, we decided to whip out the drugs.
I didn't have a crackhead. You know?
No, but we got high, and it was, I don't know what was going on, but it was like, I was sitting on the couch, and you two were in the kitchen, and it was, I've never laughed so hard in my life. I don't know what the
I
fuck
don't
was
remember
going
what
on.
happened either.
And I couldn't even repeat the jokes because I know they're
Oh
not
my
going to be funny
God.
anymore.
Yeah, it was a very had to be there moment.
There was like a really funny joke.
We were all standing around the island just dying of laughter for like 20 minutes straight. Or at least it felt like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't remember what happened. There was probably nothing that happened. I think we all just made eye contact and thought it was funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Jay, is there something that interferes with your happiness or is preventing you from achieving your goals?
Natalie's mom's relationship with her current boyfriend.
Yes, BetterHelp Online Counseling is there for you. Connect with your professional counselor in a safe and private online environment. It is so convenient, guys. They have licensed professional counselors who are specialized in anger, family conflicts, LGBT matters, grief, self-esteem, depression, stress, anxiety, relationships, and more. And anything you share is confidential. If you're not happy with your counselor for any reason, you can request a new one at any time. Over 3,000 U.S. licensed therapists just in the U.S. alone, which is crazy. And it's available worldwide. Jay, you got to get on this.
We are. We're going to go for counseling.
Oh, you and Natalie's mom?
Yeah, we're already thinking about it.
Is it because me and Natalie are causing you problems?
No, I have erectile dysfunction.
Well, this will be perfect for it. You know, the best part about it is you can start communicating in under 24 hours.
Oh, so we could start right away if we wanted to.
And Jason, best of all, it's secure, convenient, professional, and affordable.
Great.
Pretty incredible.
Yeah, we're gonna start the counseling probably tomorrow, right?
Great. And best of all, it's so affordable
Jen and I.
that Views listeners can get 10% off your first month with discount code VIEWS. So why not get started today? Go to betterhelp.com/views. Simply fill out a questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a counselor you'll love. That's betterhelp.com/views.
So we have a real star in our midst.
Oh my God, what?
We have a real star.
What happened?
Amazing. Someone very close to us is huge on the internet.
Who?
Huge on Twitter, actually.
Who?
Natalie.
Oh.
What is this motherfucker saying?
Natalie's tweets. Look at these fucking tweets. 25,000 likes, 50,000 likes. David, I wanted to read you a tweet from Natalie that got 50,000 likes. Are you ready?
Yeah, go.
I want to snuggle up and watch a movie. 50,000 likes.
I don't know how that
She
happens
wants
either.
to snuggle up and watch a movie.
Well, that's pretty good.
My New Year's resolution is to not eat an Oreo every time I walk into the kitchen.
That one's pretty funny.
That's pretty good because that is very Natalie accurate.
Yeah.
Like that.
Do people brush their teeth in the shower?
That one was about Dave.
Is that normal?
Listen. Yes, people brush their teeth in the shower. Where do you guys brush your teeth?
I brush it in the sink. In the mirror in the sink.
You guys don't brush it in the shower? I do.
Sure.
I do everything in the shower.
No, I was actually genuinely surprised. I genuinely thought you were one of the only humans in the world that did that because I think it's fucking disgusting. Like, who leaves their toothbrush in the shower to get wet and mold and bacteria and all that shit growing on it that's in the corners of your shower? It's gross, A. B, half the responses on that tweet were people that were just like, you're crazy. Of course I brush my teeth in the shower. All this stuff.
Yeah,
I
it's
was
so
like,
simple. I shave in the shower.
Okay, that's normal.
A lot of people
yeah,
do
I mean,
that.
a lot of people shave in the shower. Shaving in the shower and brushing your teeth and putting that toothbrush that has bacteria and stuff from the corners of your shower into your
Well,
mouth.
I think you have umbrage with the fact that he leaves the toothbrush in there.
Well, no, I leave the toothbrush in it, but I put the toothbrush leaning on the toothpaste, so it's not actually touching anything.
I think I've walked into your shower. I see the toothbrush. Sometimes it's on the floor.
It's
Sometimes
never
in
on the floor.
corner.
Oh, you're looking at the wrong one. I have
No.
toothbrushes that aren't the ones that are putting in my mouth.
Not the one
What do you
that's
do
on
with
the-
those
Yeah, what's the
toothbrushes,
one on
Dave?
the floor?
Yeah, tell us what you do with the
Well,
toothbrushes after you're
I
done.
call those ass brushes. Anyway, as I was back to Natalie's eating habits. Today we were in the car and we were on our way to a meeting.
Oh, God.
And I very seriously turned to her, and she was crunching on a taco, and I go, "Do you ever stop eating?" And like mid bite with a little bit of cheese out of her mouth, she just goes.
That's when he fell in love.
She goes, "Are you being serious right now? Am I being attacked?" And I was like, "Yeah, I feel like she is always munching on something."
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't care, but I don't know why it bothers me so much now. Like
Right.
when it's always like, the only time I ever see a sense of urgency is when her corn dogs are about to burn. Like that's when Natalie like all of a sudden wakes up, like she fucking has a job to do. And she goes, oh my god, not the corn dogs. Like I never see her like hustle.
Or when Joe eats the last brownie.
Bro,
Yeah.
2 minutes ago she was flipping out because Joe ate the last brownie.
Yeah, and she fucking nearly ripped his throat
Who
off.
goes into someone's house? Who walks in to someone's place? Their sacred place where they keep the things that are special to them, and they eat the last brownie.
Sure. Yeah, that was exactly
That was what she said.
That was Natalie 5 minutes before we started this podcast.
but-
Joe, what were you thinking eating Natalie's last brownie?
Normally, the last brownie goes to waste around here, so
That's not true. That will never ever be the case in a house that I live in.
Natalie, I think he did you a favor. I'm not saying because you shouldn't be eating brownies, but if someone ate my last brownie, I'd be like, thank you, Lord. I should never eat those brownies. I would love for people to come into my house and eat
Because
my
you're
sweets.
a literal psycho.
You're a psycho.
No, don't say that I'm a psycho.
Your mom's a psycho. I'm just pointing fingers at
No,
people.
I just think it's actually a little crazy, Joe. And I'm looking you dead in the eyes right now.
They were made yesterday. They were stale. It wasn't even
They
that
were
good.
not stale. You throw that puppy in the microwave, you put a nice little cold scoop of vanilla ice cream on it, and it's good to go.
No.
Yes.
No.
We were gonna get new brownies tonight anyway. I was clearing it out.
No,
You know,
that's just
you know what's
crazy.
weird about
You
Natalie?
already had 2 though, right?
Yeah, but if there's anything in a house that's the last thing, especially
take
a
the
sweet,
last
never
one.
take the last
But
thing.
maybe he looked at it like, oh, that's the last one. It's old and gross.
Natalie's interesting. She'll eat food from like a couple weeks back.
Okay, that's a little extreme.
Oh.
That's
No,
not
it's
true.
not. It's not. There'll be bread, and the bread will be moldy, and she'll just. I'm being serious. I'm being serious. She'll pick the mold off, so the bread doesn't go to waste. It's kind of admirable. Like it's kind of like, oh,
Sure.
this is so sweet.
Well,
She's-
Jen's very like that. You're very
Conscientious
conscientious
about
saving things
waste.
and
yeah,
not
that
wasting
is really
stuff.
nice about Natalie. Is that like
I don't think she picks the mold off and eats the bread.
she's done it once. You've done it once.
Maybe if there was like a little speck or something.
Yeah, that's pushing it for me.
And then there's you
Uh oh.
that like eats one grape and then the rest are no good.
No, that's not true. The one thing I can't do is I can't finish the like if I have an orange juice container, I can never drink the bottom part of the orange juice container because it's like all the pulp. That's like one of my weird things.
Okay, cool. Let's move on, Jason.
I know Natalie likes food because every time I'm planning to have dinner with my kids, Natalie will go, oh,
Where?
dinner?
It's so
What time?
crazy.
Where are we going?
Where are we going?
Natalie and I could be in a like genuinely like brutal fight where we're not talking to each other the entire day, and then she hears that I'm going to Jonah's house for kebabs, and she'll perk up and forget like nothing ever happened. It's very interesting what food does to her. It's kind of cool.
Has she always been into food?
Um,
Did you used to cook a lot for her?
Absolutely.
Oh, what would you make her?
I don't know. We did a lot of diverse.
That sounds like you never made her anything. Sounds like takeout.
I'm cooking on Saturday. I meant to tell you that you're welcome to come over. Yes.
What are you gonna make?
Bummer. Jason and I are going to be out of town Saturday.
That's fine. You weren't invited.
I'll be at Alter Ego.
I just
Fest.
invited Jason.
That's fucked up. Wait, there's a thing where you can buy a brownie platter that you can only make brownies that have edges. I thought everyone hates the edges.
Everyone loves edges. No one likes the middle.
Are you being fucking...
That's not true.
No, that is
Some people
true.
like the edges and some people like the middle.
You
Same
like
thing with
Natalie. What do you
pizza.
like?
No.
I mean, I'll eat any brownie any day of the week.
For sure.
So.
You're a bad person to ask. Joe, you like the edges?
That's why I ate that brownie before, because it was an edge. It's the best part.
What? Bro, the edges are so hard and gross.
I hate to agree with David on anything, but middle boy.
Yeah,
The middle's nice and moist.
That's
Yeah.
why it's a brownie. Eat
What?
a chocolate chip cookie, you fucking weirdo.
It's
Yeah.
the crust. You want the crust on the side.
Not on
No.
a brownie. It gets all
No,
burned.
this isn't
Then it
pizza.
becomes brownie brittle.
Yeah.
And that's just fucking dumb.
That sounds delicious.
Brownie brittle out of a
No.
bag from Walgreens?
Dude,
No,
yeah.
thank you.
Joe,
What, are we
they,
all on a
they
diet?
have a thing for what you like. It's called fucking Cocoa Puffs. If you want chewy chocolate, that's what you got to eat. Fucking
No.
crunchy chocolate.
What if you put ice cream in the brownie?
Well, then
The
it's-
end sucks.
No, you get it. You get the crunch in there.
No, okay.
No, you
even
want it all.
argue.
You
This
want
is why
that?
I left. This is why I left.
Hey, let me read an ad to figure this out. If you're looking for a fun way to pass the time while engaging your brain and enjoying breathtaking visuals and a gripping story, your answer is Best Fiends.
Ooh, that'd be fun to play in the trailer, huh?
Best Fiends is a casual game anyone can play. You can spend as much or as little
Crack
time as you
fiends.
like in the game. Crack Fiends. Jason, come on.
This is
Sorry.
exactly
I love
why I didn't want to participate in the podcast.
Are we apologizing to the brand or to Natalie's mom?
Both.
Okay, I apologize to both. Best Fiends is a cool game, actually.
A unique and exciting puzzle experience unlike any other puzzle game out there, guys. Best Fiend updates the game monthly with new levels and events, so it never gets old. You can engage your brain with fun puzzles and collect tons of cute characters. Trust me, with over 100 million downloads, that's ridiculous. 100 million downloads. This 5-star mobile puzzle game is a must play. Guys, it is really incredible. And if you find yourself playing in random weird places or you play at random times, talk about it. Like, let people know. Tell people. Oh, Jay, where do you play Best Fiends?
Well, I would love to play it in the trailer with Natalie's mom, and I.
Jay, stop hitting the trailer thing. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeah.
In the trailer.
It's an RV. It's an RV.
Where do I play Best Fiends? I play it all the time.
Okay.
On the toilet?
On the toilet.
On the now who's being gross?
Oh, you're calling her trailer gross? You're calling her
On the toilet in the trailer.
How come I couldn't vlog the trailer when I asked you to? What reason did you give me? Because we were standing outside.
Okay, guys, let me finish this ad read for Best Fiends, for fuck's sake.
We can have
Guys,
this conversation over drinks.
yeah.
Okay.
Download Best Fiends for free on the App Store or Google Play. That's friends without the R. Best Fiends. Guys, go check it out. You won't regret it. I play it all the time. Thank you, Best Fiends, for coming on the podcast.
Hey, I met your boyfriend when we were in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's his name? Jerry? Can I ask you a question?
Oh, gosh.
Jerry's a little bit younger than you, right? Like a lot of bit younger.
7 years younger.
Okay. Robbing
Jenny.
the cradle.
That's what we call her Jenny from the block.
Damn. Dating a younger guy. I think that's great. Did you always date younger guys?
I dated 28-year-olds from the time I was 21, and I kept getting older, but they all kept staying 28.
Wow.
Wow.
So I was 21 when I
young.
met Natalie's dad, and he was 28.
Would you date David?
No,
You wouldn't date me?
No.
Why?
we don't have time. There's not enough time in this podcast to.
You married my mom, you know.
I know.
He might move on to you.
No.
This next segment of the podcast is called Joe's Teeny Weeny Podcast. It's where we give our editor friend 25 seconds to say and do whatever he does. Go, Joe.
Joe's Teeny Weeny Podcast. Joe.
It's been so long since I've done this.
Okay, you can do this, man.
Are you sure?
You got this.
I don't have it.
You got this.
I don't have it.
Come on.
Slap me in the face.
Joe, 15 seconds.
David, please. One more time.
Listen.
What?
There's a reason why the teeny weeny was so great when you used to do it.
Why was that?
because it was just completely awful, and yet David still liked it somehow.
Joe.
Okay.
That's all you have to do.
Okay, guys, in teeny weeny
That's it,
fashion,
time.
please, I have such a good one.
No, where's what's up, weenies?
What's up, weenies? Welcome back to another team.
Joe.
Time's over.
I have a good one. I promise.
Joe.
It's not gonna make anyone feel
Joe,
bad.
this isn't gonna make you feel good. This isn't gonna make you happy in any way. I am cutting that segment of the podcast forever.
No, you're not. Is that what you brought me here to end
I've
it?
just made the executive decision. It's done.
No, it's not.
It's done.
Bro, wait a minute. You're not just going to cut Joe like that.
You can't.
Maybe this was the best weenie yet. You don't know that. And you're not willing to turn that stone over?
Hey, dumb fuck. I listened to it.
Hey, don't talk to Natalie's mom like that.
I'm talking to you.
We're dating. I'm sorry, Jen. That's so rude. Hey, you know, it was funny when we were watching The Bachelor last week. We made the same observation, which was that how crazy The Bachelor is.
Yeah, bro. I don't get that fucking show at all. And I was getting so angry at Natalie for liking it. Like, listen.
But wait, this is why it's crazy, right? No other on the show, the guy goes and he makes out with 6 different girls, has sex with all of them.
Yeah.
And the entire country's like, oh yeah, it's
What do
fine.
you mean, no?
It's so crazy.
It's not. It's
He
not.
doesn't have sex with
Because
her.
if we have
What are you
a friend.
talking about?
He doesn't have sex with all of them.
Oh, yes, they do. They go to
do.
at the end of the show. He has sex with when it gets down to the 3 of them, they all have sex.
That's in the show. Imagine what he's doing. He probably has all those girls' numbers, and every night he has a new girl over. There's no way.
Wait, what are you talking about? Like on the actual season or after this show is over? He
During
just
the
talks-
show.
During the show. When
Look,
they're all on
They
their,
don't have phones on the show.
the point is,
What do you mean?
They don't have phones on the show.
What are you talking about?
They don't have a phone on the show. They're not allowed to have phones while they're on the show. For that like 5-6 weeks, whatever that they're filming, they are not allowed to have cell phones.
The part that's like really bizarre about it, how this dude is making out with like 15 different girls, and he's literally building like serious relationships.
and in real life, and the point is, in real life, if a guy were to do that, if a friend of yours or a friend of ours were to do that, that is so disgusting.
Right.
And yet every week,
Yeah, like
every
if-
woman watches that show. Like,
Like
yes,
if I
it's
went
all
on a
time.
date with a girl tonight, and then I went out with a girl tomorrow night, the girl tonight found out about the girl tomorrow night, it'd be hell on earth.
But in The Bachelor, it's fucking Whore City.
Well,
It's literally a brothel.
yes, it is.
It's a brothel on TV.
It's just it's very interesting.
It is very provocative, and it didn't originate that way.
I do like it. I'm not saying it.
I love
the show.
The Bachelor.
I fucking love The Bachelor.
Let me say it. It's one of my favorite shows.
Probably the best show on TV.
Especially for the reason because it is so like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like this dude is literally hooking up with 16 girls, and it's like the craziest part is like the girls will come back and they'll all be talking, and they'll be like, "Hope we find our Prince Charming here," when they're all after the same fucking guy.
I know.
Like that's so crazy.
That is crazy to me. It's crazy to me that they even form like friendships or bonds within themselves when they're all going for the same man and wanting like to get the same thing. I'm just like, how are you friends with that person? Like I'd be like, fuck no, get out of my face.
And then
I
let's
don't wanna-
say I ended up winning the show.
You'd be that person on the show.
I would love to see the kind of person I would be on a show like that. It'd be
You
very
just told
interesting.
us. You just told us what kind of person you'd be. He's like, I'm here for David and no one else.
No, listen, and then let's say I won the show, right? Out of all the guys, the girl chooses me.
Sure.
And then we're living happily ever after. 2 months in, 2 weeks into our marriage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, yo, what the fuck were you doing taking so long? What were you doing? Why didn't you just you were making out with Lindsay, you took her to the boat and not me? Like I'd be fucking livid.
Oh, yeah.
And I'd be watching these episodes back and be like, what the fuck?
Well, that's why the majority of those relationships don't actually work out. There's like only 3 in the history of the Bachelor franchise that people are actually in successful relationships.
Sure. Follow-up question. Could I be the Bachelor? Is there any way I can do that?
If that's what you're trying to do.
I would love to be on that show. I think it'd be so fun.
Obviously, it's fun. It's everyone's dream, right? Maybe not everyone's
You'd
dream
never
per
do
se.
that
but-
show.
No,
You're so full of it.
I'm not even saying like, oh, I'd love to hook up with 35 women. I'm just saying I think it's like the most fun idea of like I love people finding relationships. Like I love that idea, and I think it's just so funny. And there's so many.
Jen looking for her phone now. She's getting a call. Is something happening? Did someone steal the trailer? Did you get it? Is the alarm going off on the trailer?
Do you have like internet connection, or is it only when you pull up to like library or like a public Wi-Fi spot that you have Wi-Fi?
Nope. I have cellular data.
That's
and
so
Netflix
interesting.
And a Tempur-Pedic
Okay,
mattress.
how about this? We actually haven't
and-
even figured this out. Why did you choose to move into a trailer?
Okay, so we keep calling it a trailer.
I
It's an
know.
RV.
RV.
Which it's actually Class A because I'm a classy gal.
Sure.
I can tell you, you wanted to travel the country. Is
yes.
really why you take it
So-
places.
Yep.
Yeah.
I graduated in 2013 from college
Okay.
with my degree in environmental studies. very proud of that moment.
Okay.
And I realized that I had never been to a national park. So my goal was to
Go to all of them.
go to as many national parks as I could.
That is really fun.
Wow.
Taylor just walked in with pizza, and Natalie's radar shot off, and she goes, "Did you hear her on the mic?" She goes, "Wait, what is that?" Like a dog, like someone just brought like a bomb sniffing dog, like someone just walked in with like a low key explosive. She goes, "Wait, what's going on?
Oh my god.
There's something in here."
Okay, I have a problem. I admit it. Is this my intervention? Like, I feel like you guys are telling me I have an issue.
I mean, your intervention would be catered if it was up to you.
Oh, good one, Dave.
But I'm bumped.
Long day at work, Jason.
Always.
Tough day at school, Natalie.
You know.
Still stuck in the RV.
No.
I thought you said no more RV jokes.
It says it in the script.
Oh, it does. Okay.
It says, look, it says in the RV.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Where? Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
No, it does not.
Yeah,
funny.
no, it doesn't. We're just fucking.
You fooled me too.
Gotcha.
Treat yourself to the meal you deserve and have your favorite restaurants come to you with DoorDash.
Yeah, because DoorDash, you wouldn't write about an RV.
Okay.
You don't think DoorDash
You
would
can
deliver
drive
to
it.
an RV?
Well, you don't have
You
to leave
are
your,
the DoorDash.
You don't have to leave your house to get the food.
Yeah, you are.
You
the
can
Door-
drive to it.
Would you order DoorDash in the RV? Genuinely.
Sure. I mean, I've ordered pizza to a campground before.
Ah, okay. That kind of makes sense.
Kind of makes sense.
Well, your sweatpants are on for the day, but you're sick of microwave leftovers and frozen pizza. Enter DoorDash, restaurant quality food with a living room dress code. Your parents don't pack your lunches anymore, but you still need to eat. Have your favorite restaurants brought to you and to any campsite with DoorDash. Brown paper bag not included. DoorDash connects you to your favorite restaurants in your city. Ordering is easy. You open the DoorDash app, choose what you want to eat, and your food will be delivered right to you wherever you are. Not only is your favorite pizza joint already on DoorDash, but there are over 340,000 restaurants in 3,300 cities. So you might find a new favorite too. With door-to-door delivery in all 50 states and Canada, order from your local go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Chipotle, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A, and the Cheesecake Factory. Don't worry about dinner. Let dinner come to you with DoorDash. Right now, listeners can get $5 off their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter promo code VIEWS. That's $5 off your first order when you download the DoorDash app from the App Store and enter promo code VIEWS. Don't forget, promo code VIEWS for $5 off your first order from DoorDash.
Hey, did you hear about this Houston Astros controversy?
No, what's happening?
Okay, so
Oh, they're cheating, right?
yeah, in 2017 they won the World Series,
Oh, shit.
and now some guy who was like a player on the team, he's not on the team anymore. He's being interviewed. He starts talking about the World Series. He goes, "Well, we stole signs. Basically
We cheated.
Yeah, we cheated.
Oh, wow.
And they had this really elaborate sign stealing thing, and now that manager of the Astros is now the manager of the Red Sox, and he's gonna get fired. You know what I mean by stealing signs, right?
Yeah, like they know.
So like a catcher will give you like a 1 and a 2 is fastball,
yeah.
3 is curve or whatever.
Yeah.
So the players would have a thing on their chest that would buzz. So the guy would steal the sign and they'd be like, okay, it's a fastball, and then they'd be like, zzz, so they'd know a fastball's coming.
Yeah, they'd buzz them in like it was like Morse code or something.
Right.
And that's how they were cheating.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Is this confirmed or is it still a rumor? You're just gonna, yeah, it's confirmed.
No, I think it's pretty confirmed.
Jason just goes, yeah, I'm gonna go with confirmed on this one, Dave. Us
Interesting story.
us and news stories.
Why does
it matter?
it's cheating, I guess.
No, I know, but you know what? I know what you mean.
a huge
Like,
thing
why
to
does that
steal a sign.
matter?
Right.
Because
You should be able to do whatever you can to, like, yeah. Why is that cheating?
what are you talking about?
Well, tell me.
You're stealing a sign.
So what?
That's like
If I can figure out what you're gonna do.
you're using fucking electronics.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Oh, right, the electronics part. You're right.
Yeah,
That's the
what are
part
you
that's
talking
fucking-
about?
But if I could.
So the
right.
person that was
Oh yeah,
stealing
the
the sign-
electronics. That's the big. You're right. That's the worst part of it.
if the person that was stealing a sign was from their team and they just translated, like they understood what the other team was doing, or is it somebody from that actual team was telling this team?
No, it's like David's up at bat and I'm pitching, right?
Yeah, they translated the signs and then they fed it to the
Jen's
guy.
the catcher.
No,
Jen's the catcher. I'm the pitcher, right?
You guys are on the same team.
We're on the same team. Speaking of signs, I think it's a sign that you're here tonight. Sorry.
take your hand off her thigh. Why do we care so much about what other people do? So, you guys are the older people, right? And Natalie and I are the younger people. So I want to ask you some questions, and I want to see how we each view everything.
Okay.
Okay, why do we care so much about what other people do? Natalie and I are in 2 different generations than you guys are, right?
Sure.
Correct.
What is the difference between our generation and your generation?
There's no difference. It's all the same. Everybody's the same. You're just in your 20s.
Okay.
We're in our 40s. And I really do believe that. I don't think, and when people go like,
Okay, so
This
one
generation-
difference is your generation is super pessimistic.
no, I'm not pessimistic. I'm telling you, it's the truth. It's bullshit when an older generation goes, this generation, oh my God, I can't believe it. It's not at all. It's just that's the way people are when they're young. They're out, they're hungry, they're trying to do things in a
But
different
it
way.
is a completely
Every young generation is looked upon
Same.
by the older
yeah,
generation.
but
as
now we
being,
have different
no.
we have different tools to fuel a generation. Like we have technology.
Sure,
or
it's more
social media.
pronounced now because
Yeah.
of like technology.
Okay, well, how about this? Let me form the question better for you boomers. What is the difference between where you guys are at now and where we are at currently?
I mean, I'm ready to die.
Oh my God.
And you guys are doing great. You have your whole life in front of you. And
I think though that Jason and I are not your atypical boomer.
You guys are like the cool dads? Cool mom and
Yeah,
dad?
we're pretty cool.
You guys are like on the cooler side for sure.
I think we're pretty typical. I think everybody our age is trying to cling to their youth.
I'm
Look
just
at me.
riding that wave.
Do a podcast with a 14-year-old.
I'm 20.
Okay, you
Three.
might have a point.
I don't even.
20. Oh, wait a minute. 3.
You might be clinging a little harder than me, but
No, I mean, I think it's a good question, David. I mean,
What have you guys learned that we haven't learned yet?
I think the two of you specifically have not learned the value of
Feels like my dad talking to me right now.
I'm
family,
scared. I'm literally
family, and time and quality time. I think the two of you.
The value of family
I
time.
disagree.
I disagree too.
Well, I disagree for Natalie because she definitely
Because she's superior to David in every single way possible.
no because
That's our new intern.
Because I've instilled it in her.
No, you haven't. Jen, let me tell you something. You failed in a major fucking way. She is the
No,
most,
I
she
will
is
tell you
stone
that
cold.
if she
Anytime
wasn't-
I bring up Wyatt and Charlie and I need to go, and Natalie's like, you don't need to do that. Is that your the brownies going off?
That's actually my gratitude alarm. So
Okay, so
Oh my God!
let's talk
everybody
about
has to
gratitude
take
alarm.
A
So,
moment to think
Jen's
about
alarm just
one
went off.
thing.
And how often does this alarm go off?
Every
She has
day
one. She
at
has
9
one at
a.m.
9 a.m., 9:20, another one at 9:20, another one at 9:40,
man, we
9:50,
could never see.
10:30.
They're called it's called the gratitude alarm. Wait, you have a bunch of alarms. Can I read your alarms?
Sure.
At 9 a.m. she has a rise and shine. At 9:20 she has a garbage. Then 9:20 she has recycle. 9:40 she has AM tonic, shake and bake. 9:50 water the plants. 10:30 Toto. What does Toto mean?
To do.
Go through her
Oh,
to-do
to
list.
My to-do list.
12 p.m. stretch. 12 p.m. again teeth and face. You have all these alarms just constantly ringing.
Every single fucking day.
Are you fucking
Are
serious?
you kidding?
Every day.
And then at 2 p.m. she has one that says box dance. What is that?
Shadow box or dance,
Shadow box?
Because usually I'm sitting at a computer working or whatever, and it's just like to get up. And
Jay, this
move.
one's good. At 4:44 p.m. she has one that says make a wish. So every day you make a wish?
That's the time I was
4:44.
born, 4:44. So every day I make a wish, and I express my gratitude, being blessed.
You and
another
Jason are
day.
completely different humans.
Oh my God, I would strangle you if we were dating. If that alarm was going off every hour, I'd be like,
haven't-
shut the fucking alarm off, Jen!
Just Jason at
You don't have
4:40
any
p.m.
alarms?
You know what I wish? You know what I wish? I wish you drive this trailer straight off the Grand fucking Canyon. That's what I wish.
I wish you'd go on fucking vibrate, Jen!
Well, how many times does your phone like ding and bing and
I don't have it on dings. I have it on silence.
you have on silent?
Okay,
Yeah.
and then at 9 p.m. she has gratitude, which is right now. It's 9 p.m. What are you thankful for?
I am thankful that I got out of the Chicago cold weather because we got a cold front coming through, and then I'm here in LA with my daughter, spending that quality family time.
I heard some stories where you would spy on Natalie when she was out with boys. Where you would. Is this true, Natalie?
Yeah, very true.
Where you-
Spied on her?
That was
always-
once in junior high.
Okay, what happened? I
Well,
heard.
my mother, just to preface, she disciplined me hardcore. She was very strict about different rules and like my privileges and things like that. And I had to earn, really had to earn everything that I wanted to do or whatever.
I was strict,
So
but I
explain
wasn't.
yourself, mother. Go
I'm-
for it,
But I.
please.
Okay, so this is what I was talking about last night.
Oh my fucking
Christ,
God.
another alarm.
No, not
Another gratitude? How fucking thankful are
That's
you?
because you guys took my phone and hit the wrong button.
Oh, we hit it. We hit it.
You hit
Snooze.
snooze, so now we got to say what we're grateful for again.
Okay, back to you stalking your daughter.
So somebody had a party in high school. So it was wintertime.
This is the worst.
And, everybody has basements and the kids all hung out in the basements
Yeah.
or whatever. And I knew something was up with this party. I dropped her off and there was this weird car with like all these like lights and stuff. Looked kind of
Like a typical
like a dope dealer.
stoner car.
Yeah.
Like they had weird like
And so I
green
was-
lights and fogged windows.
Yes.
You were suspicious that they were doing like drinking and
Yeah, and this was probably like
Junior year. My mom she dropped me off, and she didn't actually drop me off. She stuck around, and she was staking out the party. And sure enough, this guy gets out of the car with a handle of alcohol and sneaks around to the back of my friend's house and goes through the little window that goes into the basement. And we were us kids were down there, and we were just, exchanging the money for the handles of alcohol, and like we were drinking in her basement, and she was having a big party.
oh wow.
Yeah, and then literally 20 minutes after I got dropped off, air quotes, my friend's mom gets a phone call.
You fucking snitched
No,
on him?
but before that, so I just saw the guy. I didn't follow him to the back or whatever, but then he left. And then I, went around in the snow to the back of the house and I saw the alcohol out the window. And I was like creeping up to the window and I was going to actually take the bottles, take them with me and be like, ha, ha, ha. And right as I was about to like
Such
go,
an evil
somebody
bitch.
opened the window and like reached out to grab it. And I was like, oh, like trying to like tippy toe away.
Like, what were you
Wow.
gaining out of that situation?
Okay, so you missed the
I
alcohol.
was gonna
and
bust the party.
then you
Why
called.
didn't you just walk in there and bust it?
Yeah.
You want to know the reason why?
You were
Because
high.
She couldn't find the door.
no, the reason why I didn't bust it was because it would have been Natalie's mom, and everybody would have hated Natalie. And I
okay.
didn't want to.
That's good.
Didn't want to.
Oh.
Well, no worries. Everyone found out it was Natalie's mom anyway.
Why?
Because who else's mother would do that shit? Nobody's
No,
mom.
because the mother. So I ended up calling the mother, just saying, "Look, I know you're having a party, and I just want you to know that I know for a fact there's alcohol down there.
Oh man.
It's your issue to deal with." And
What'd
she's
she
like,
say?
so she knew.
This was the party house. We went there
Yeah.
every single weekend
So
to go
she
party.
knew, but she played it off like, "Oh, I'll take care of it right away," and I didn't know, and da 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 da. Da. And anyhow, the only way anybody would have known that it was me would have been if that mom had told her daughter who did it, which is like
Right.
breaking parent.
And then kids
code,
found
I
out,
think.
Natalie, that was your mom.
Yeah, but my mom was like up to that shit every weekend. So it was just like, oh yeah, there's Natalie's mom. Here she goes again.
Oh boy. What did you think when Natalie asked me to the dance? Did you think she was making a mistake, or was it a great idea? This was, I think, junior year.
2010.
Okay.
So
What?
So
I don't fucking know.
It's freshman year.
I have the worst memory.
you
Freshman
know
year,
how
who cares?
like when you go to make a decision, you always run it by Natalie.
Yeah.
So when Natalie goes to make a decision, she always runs it by me.
Oh, okay.
We had a conversation about her asking you, and
Natalie did. I don't remember this.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I never knew this.
so well, it was turnabout. It was the first turnabout, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the first dance where the girl asked the boy.
Yeah.
Asked the boy, and
And I didn't want to be the only girl that didn't go to the
she
dance.
wanted to go to
Oh,
the
come on.
dance.
Sorry, I mean I love David so much.
Well, no, she wanted to go to the dance, but she wasn't like
Low hanging fruit over
she
here.
didn't have a boyfriend. She wasn't boy crazy, whatever. And
This other guy
so we were
he already
talking,
had a
and I was
date.
like, "What about David? Like, you guys are really good friends." And
Oh, so you brought
know.
up the idea.
I might have.
Okay, and then how did she react?
She was nervous, asking a boy. And then we were coming up with how to ask you because we had to do it in some, goofy way.
Wow.
And summer we have a video of it actually
I
going
know.
down.
I want to
but
find
Yeah,
the
where the
video.
fuck is it?
It's in the storage unit.
Is
Because
this
remember,
is
I
this
live in
the
a
dance
trailer.
where she left you to go dance with everybody else?
Only dance I've ever been to was the dance with Natalie.
It was the worst.
Oh my God, I can't tell you.
Well, why
like,
didn't you ask someone to prom?
I don't care. I hated it. Even going back, everyone was always like, "Oh, you're
You
gonna."
love school. I don't believe this. This doesn't
I
match
know.
up at all.
I know
David.
it doesn't match up, but I just don't like that. Like, I don't like dressing up. I never liked it. The reason I hated dances, like the ultimate reason I hated dances, was because all the parents would come together and take pictures of the kids before they would go out to the dance.
yeah.
And that part fucking terrified me of
Why?
me being dressed up and my dad being a photographer, knowing that my dad would be at all the shoots, photographing all these kids.
Oh, that's why.
It fucking like terrified me. So I was like, I'm not going to any dance. And everyone was always like, you're gonna be really bummed out. You're missing prom. Like, this is like a life changing thing. I was like, no. I've never opted out of something in high school that I've regretted. Biggest things that I heard growing up is you're gonna regret this. You're gonna regret this. You're gonna regret this. There's not a single thing that I didn't do or did do in high school that I regret. I have zero regrets.
Sure, I believe that. I believe
Yeah.
you. But this was, you didn't like the way you looked?
No,
in all dressed up?
Like just now, like I don't like dressing up now. I just get so uncomfortable.
great. You go to fancy things all the time. You get dressed up.
I know, but I don't like dressing up.
Really?
Natalie knows what.
So it's because your dad was a photographer too.
No, I just didn't like dances. There was like so much pressure on it that I was just like I'd rather not have to do that. So I just didn't do it. Like I was scared of everything. Like I was scared of like the interaction, like the dancing with a girl. I was like, oh my God, that's
Right.
like every step of the way of a dance for me was like I was just completely anxious. I was like, oh,
I gotcha.
why do it if I don't want to do it?
Yeah.
Regardless, I went to dance with Natalie and it was the best day of my life.
Oh.
Just kidding.
David loves to wrap up podcast stories with the word regardless.
Regardless.
Regardless. No.
All right, guys, that's all the time we have for today's podcast. Thank you guys for listening. Thank you to Natalie's mom. Thank you to Natalie's mom's daughter. And thank you to Natalie's mom's future husband, Jason Nash. Thank you guys for all being here. It has been a great podcast. We'll see you guys soon. My name is Jeff. Bye.